What it do, YouTube?
What's good?
It's your boys, Nuggie and Kudi here, coming at you with another Across the Rams Super Bowl edition, bro. Nugget, man, what we got coming on this episode?
A dope new Stone Studio.
Yeah.
Look at this. All right. We got the new TV, the nice brand new 50-inch. I hung it up on the wall, so that's why it's a little crooked. And Jack Youngblood signed a picture right here. And look at this. My dad gave this to me. From 1994, when they left the Los Angeles to go to St. Louis, he had a couple of the stickers that he gave to me. Oh, and I can't forget my favorite right here. I just made a trip back home and I saw, look at this. Eric Dickerson rookie card. I got some really, look at that. That's pretty fresh, right? One of the greatest Rams of all time. But we got some cool things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the game. Done with that. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. And we'll give you a little bit about our off-season plans. So, you excited for it?
Stay tuned, man. I'm really excited, y'all. Stay tuned for all that Rams content coming at y'all. Not only this week, but, hey, throughout the whole offseason, we're going to keep giving y'all content.
We're not going to abandon you.
Yeah, and check it out. Me and Nugget got some matching attire right now. Uncoordinated and still came out because, you know, we're Aztecs for life.
Aztecs for life.
So we're moving on from that Rams loss, man, and we're just moving on
to
the real
basketball
team.
Time, right?
The real team. The SDSU, man. Check us out, man. We're going to go crazy in March Madness this year.
We should have won it last year, but damn
they
virus.
Screwed us.
Yep.
They screwed us.
All right, now we're all happy. We got to talk about the game.
I guess.
Let's get into that.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Do you know when you go through like a tough breakup and you just want to be like away from everybody for a couple weeks?
Yes.
That's what we had to do. We needed our space. We apologize for not putting out content right away, but a loss like that is heartbreaking, right?
It was gut-wrenching, man. It was just a hard pill to swallow, bro. And I don't know about you, but I didn't think, talk, or watch any football for a good few days after that game, and I just couldn't handle it.
I didn't even watch the conference championships. I went snowboarding instead. I was like, I don't even care. I'll watch the highlights. It was just such a sour taste in my mouth. And it didn't help that I saw the highlights of how bad the Packers played against the Bucks.
Oh, my.
And it was just like, oh, we legit could have been in the shot for the Super Bowl right now. We could be preparing for the Super Bowl right now and a whole lot happier.
Exactly. I think that's something that was a good takeaway. Like, a lot of people were saying after the game, they're all like, hey, yeah, we lost, but if we were healthy, we'd be in the Super Bowl right now.
If Aaron Donald was healthy, Cooper Kupp was playing in the game, like, come on.
We would have been in the Super Bowl, so that's a good takeaway. But I think we're just speaking on Aaron Donald for a sec. The loss of Aaron Donald, I think, is what single-handedly sunk us. If I can point to one contributing factor for the loss, it was obviously Aaron Donald. He was supremely missed because
he had one. I'm looking at it right now. He had one tackle. That's all he had. I mean, it took me so long to look because I'm not used to his name being so far down the list.
I think everybody that watched the game could tell that he wasn't 100%.
Oh,
he wasn't even close.
Not even close. I know he made it seem like he was 100%, and he's a tough guy. So
super tough guy.
We thought he was going to be, but it's just, dude. Breaking ribs. I fell on my snowboard, and for like 3 days later, I was sore. I didn't get hit by a damn NFL player, dude.
It's insane. And when you think about a person in his position, especially, all their strength, and especially as Aaron Donald, he's such a compact, like battering ram guy. His core is everything to his strength, probably. So him damaging that and not being able to be like 100%. It hurt us really bad, and you could tell in the rushing attack. What did they have, like 190 rushing yards or something like that? And besides that, it seemed like Aaron Rodgers was having his time in the pocket. There was barely any pressure. I don't even think we sacked him once. We didn't sack him a single time.
Not a single time.
We didn't intercept him. It was just not as we thought it was going to go. And I think it all came down to just the injuries.
It was not our game. And as you know, it hurts. It hurts to talk about. It was a tough win in the season. But we are looking forward to next season. I gotta talk about the good. There's good in every end of the year. Cam Akers.
Absolutely.
Looking like a stud. These playoffs, he is going wild. Beginning of the year, right before the draft, I made a trade in fantasy football. I traded Cam Akers. Or I traded for Cam Akers and Mike Evans. And I traded Van Jefferson and Joe Mixon.
For them two?
For them two.
What?
Yes. It was draft picks. That's who the draft picks ended up being. But I was a little worried in the beginning of the year because Cam Akers wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, and it was my little cousin who's going to watch this video. Fuck you, Nathan! Yee, yee, yee! Cam Akers all day.
Yeah, Cam Akers, I think that's also a great bright spot for our team. Just Cam Akers alone, his stock just went way up through the roof. And I think people are already saying that he might be a first or second round fantasy pick next year, man. Like, that's insane.
Because people know what happens when the Rams have a good running back. And that's why we're so excited. I love the fantasy aspect, of course. But we can see, let's go to 2018 when we made it to the Super Bowl. What happens when the Rams have a dominant running back?
There's not much stopping us.
No.
At all.
I mean, we have to talk about Goff. Didn't do terrible. He did not do terrible in the game.
Hey, I gotta say, not only did he not do terrible, he showed a lot of grit.
A lot of grit.
He's a really tough guy, and he got a lot of respect from me just being able to come in there and 2 games in a row, big playoff games, he did his job. So when you look at that, yeah, he did his job, but it's going to take a little more than somebody doing their job for us to get to that next level and actually win the Super Bowl.
What I was going to say, though, is if we have a dominant running back like that for the whole season, that's going to make Jared Goff look better and perform better because people are going to have to worry about that rushing attack.
Yes. Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off of him.
And that's what he needs. Unless we get Deshaun Watson. Hey, we'll touch on that a little bit later. Just a little bit, I guess. Anything else you have about the game?
No, just, like we already kind of touched upon, man. Just injuries derailed us. I know it was just hard to watch the game just because we knew that we weren't 100% us.
No way.
And the Packers were 100% the Packers. And I gotta say, Devontae Adams, you're really good. Jair, you're good. Aaron Rodgers, you're good. But the Rams is where you want to go to win, Aaron Rodgers.
Yup.
But they took the L the next week. And they're already operating at full capacity, man. So that's also a kind of good sign for us, man. It just shows that no matter what, hey, we have
a shot every single year.
Yeah, we have great pieces that we added over this year. So yeah, it's a lot to look forward to for next year for sure.
Perfect. Well, let's jump in the next segment.
Let's get it.
So that's all for our Rams content for this episode. But now we gotta talk about the big game. No matter who's playing in it, it's always fun to watch the big game. Even last year when the Whiners made it. But who do you got this year? Like, who are you thinking?
I mean, it's gonna be a tough game. You know, both teams are really good. I don't know, man. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are gonna be tough to stop, man.
He's beat him once already this year. I know and since Brady's been in the league, he's been in 48% of the Super Bowls. So, experience? Check for Brady. Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
He's been to 10 Super Bowls.
That is insane.
So, you can't count Brady out, but I can't. That Chiefs team, man, they have cheat codes.
They're cheat code.
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. Those are some damn good players right there.
Absolutely.
So I have to go Chiefs, even with the -3 that Vegas has. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I just it's tough to pass that up.
I'm saying. I mean, I think we all saw it last week. I know you probably not watch the games because you're skewing, but if you watch the Chiefs and the Bills, the Bills all year. We're all saying they're one of the best teams, right? And then in the game, it looked like Patrick Mahomes was on a completely different level than Josh Allen and the Bills.
He looked unstoppable.
So yeah, it was like, okay, there's levels to this game. Like, obviously, a healthy Patrick Mahomes is damn near unstoppable when he has Kelsey and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And I think it just shows that the Chiefs play almost a different game than what we're used to. They're barely even playing football at this point. They're playing like chess. And it's fun to watch, man. I love watching the Chiefs just because they're so electric and fun.
It's gonna be a good Super Bowl. I'm
It's gonna
excited.
be a good one. I think the key for the Bucks coming out on top is gonna come down to their defense continuing to force turnovers because they're really good at that.
They've been damn good. That we saw what they did against the Packers.
Exactly. So I think if they're able to force a couple turnovers later on in the game, because you know that the Chiefs, they tend to make mistakes early in the game. You know,
they do.
They make mistakes, they bounce back, and then they don't look back. So if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can keep the game close and can make some big plays in the second half, I think they have a shot. But of course, that comes down if they're keeping it close and if they're scoring with the Chiefs.
I definitely think they have a shot. They're a good team, but the Rams did beat them. Let me just say the Rams did beat them. Enough about that. What are your plans for the Super Bowl, man?
I mean, I don't really have any plans. I know a couple of my friends are probably gonna come over. We're probably just gonna, order some wings, watch the game. Just the usual.
Nice.
The usual. What about you?
I think I'm actually, so if you guys can't tell, there's a new setup here. There's been some cool stuff going on at my little place. So I think I might have some friends over, just a couple, because I want to show off the new pad and all the changes. I mean, he's cheesing because it's looking dope.
Oh yeah.
It's been a lot of work, but it's a lot I want to show it off. So.
Definitely. I might have to come through. You come to the party.
I don't know if you're invited, man. I don't make the cut. I said friends. You're just like a co-host or something. You get over here.
Come on. Look at this guy.
I'm just kidding, bro. You're invited. Oh man.
No, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm excited to see who's gonna come out on top for sure.
Well, I was thinking about doing like maybe a square, like one of the football squares between us and the Rams fans. So if you guys have any interest in doing that, comment and let us below. Because I don't want to go through all the work if like nobody's gonna do it and only like half of them get filled, because then everybody have to refund all the money. But if you're interested, please let us know, because I mean, it could be fun. Just another way to gamble. We all like to gamble, so
absolutely.
We'll do like $5 a square, something not too crazy, just something fun. Let us know if you're interested. Comment below. We're trying to entertain you guys.
Absolutely, and let us know who you think is gonna win the game in the comments. I'm excited to know who are y'all rocking with? Y'all rocking with Brady or you rocking with Mahomes? This is a crazy matchup right now.
Goat versus baby goat. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Two guys who are ready to just, you got one of the guys who's been taking over the league for the last 20 years, and the new guy looks like he's unstoppable. So I'm really excited.
I was watching ESPN this morning, and I have a question for you that I heard on there. If Tom Brady beats Patrick Mahomes in this Super Bowl, do you think Tom Brady or Mahomes will ever be able to surpass Brady?
No.
Right? It will solidify him, right? It'll be 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And even if for whatever reason he wins and Mahomes wins 7,
it doesn't matter.
They say, Brady beat him.
Exactly.
In the 2 playoff games where they played.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So set in stone that if Brady wins this game, he is the greatest living football player. He has an argument for being the best athlete.
It's truly extraordinary. They're the only franchise that has been to more Super Bowls than Tom Brady.
The 49ers?
The Patriots, and he took them to 9 of them. They've been to 11, and he's taken to 9 of them. Nobody else. Yeah.
That's unreal, man. I heard a crazy stat. I heard that the only other quarterback that has anywhere near 10 Super Bowl appearances is Elway, and he has like 6. Like, it's not even close.
It's amazing.
I think he has more Super Bowl appearances than almost every single team. Like you said, every single team besides the Patriots. That's insane.
Another crazy stat I saw. I remember I said he had a 40% chance of making the Super Bowl when he plays?
Yeah.
That's more of a chance than Steph Curry has making a 3. He's a 43% chance at the 3.
I saw that stat, actually.
That had me dying. But hey, Tom Brady, he is the GOAT. One of the best, if not the best. He's 1 or 2. You tell me one person you think is better than him, and I'll say, okay, whatever, he's number 2 then. I personally think he's the best.
I think at this point it comes down to either him or like Jerry Rice in terms of just stats. Because Jerry Rice's stats are crazy.
He's dominating,
But nothing will ever touch Brady's Super Bowls, man.
How?
You gotta be Patrick Mahomes or...
If Patrick Mahomes can win this one, he has a shot.
Yeah.
If he can win this, he has a shot. But it's going to be tough because people are going to say, well, he only beat 43-year-old Brady. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
That's all I got. You got anything else?
That's all I got, man. Let's see who wins the big game. Let's go.
Yep. Let's end the episode. That's all we have for you for this episode. But that's not all we have for the whole off season. We ain't going to disappear. We're still going to be here providing you content. I know you had something planned you want to talk about next. Tell them what it is.
Man, y'all know. Y'all know we're going to keep giving y'all... Wait, what was I
damn it, you forgot. This guy. No, we're leaving this. I'm going to say, because we talked about it. This fool, we're going to be talking about Deshaun Watson and some changes we saw with the coaching staff.
There we go.
You know, I didn't, maybe I didn't tell you we were going to talk about it on this episode, but okay. But yeah, that's what we have coming up. What'd you think of the episode, man?
Man, hey, great episode.
Mm-hmm.
A little short, but, short and sweet. But yeah, man, we're going to keep giving y'all content throughout the whole off season. We're going to be giving you some more reactions to, other sporting events like the Super Bowl and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you stay tapped in. And make sure you look out throughout the offseason for these Rams moves because in the offseason the Rams are going to be making some big
Snead is going to make some moves, man. He does his thing.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you see any of those, look out for us because we're going to be right behind it, giving y'all our opinions, our thoughts, and tapping in with y'all, making sure what y'all think about whatever we're doing, So make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow all the socials out across the Rams, man, because we're going to keep giving y'all content.
Yep. All right, we out?
We out.
We out.